What do you make of this potential trade package?
It's not enough. The New Orleans Pelicans would not accept that. Where you're only including 2 of your top 3 young players. Zubac's amazing. Credit to Zubac for how he's played in the last month to make himself a 4th young asset for the Lakers, because the beginning of the year he would have just been a throw-in. But you're not including all your assets, and you're only including 1 first-round pick. New Orleans will not do that deal. New Orleans, if that is the best offer the Lakers make, New Orleans will wait until this summer, until they know who has the #1 pick, until they know the Celtics can get in the game. They will. If the Lakers have to overpay, and I don't even know if it's possible to overpay for a player of this caliber, but they have to pay full sticker plus 20% in order to dissuade the Celtics from waiting on, what if the Knicks land the #1 pick? What if the Celtics want to trade everybody? Like, you have to get in the game, and the way you get in the game is you say to the Celtics, if it works with the cap, who on our roster do you want, not named LeBron James? We'll make it happen.
Yeah, and that's the way it's got to go, and it's because it's in 2 parts. One is this 10-day window. Magic Johnson and them, in some kind of form or fashion, the plan to build a land LeBron James was the largest domino in the NBA. They did that. The next step is to land a superstar without wasting a season with LeBron. Now it's on board. AD, I believe privately, he would not allow Rich Paul and Clutch Sports to announce this when they wanted to. Because once he signed with Clutch Sports, it was inevitable which day we're going to get to this. Was it going to be in June, or was it going to be right before the trade deadline? We're here now. And the Lakers have this 10-day window that they could try to take advantage of, because they don't have the same assets as either being the Knicks potentially, because they might add Kristaps. They might put Kristaps in there, and with that #1 pick, and the Celtics this summer. So right now is the best time for the Lakers to put their best offer, and it is everything that we have. Just give me my driver's license so in case I need to fly.
Didn't we go through this already when the Lakers maybe didn't put enough out there for Paul George, didn't put enough out there for Kawhi Leonard, figured they would wait, and then ended up not getting either of them, assuming both of them would come?
So they definitely didn't put enough out there for Paul George, assuming he would come. Now, I had been saying they didn't put enough out there for Kawhi. I got a little pushback saying, listen, it's not that we didn't put enough out there. It's that the Spurs were not trading him to the Lakers.
Right, absolutely.
And so they think that's an unfair characterization of their offer. But it definitely
that is true. And in having conversations with people in the know, Popovich told Kawhi, because him and Kawhi still had a relationship even though people didn't realize. He told Kawhi, I'm obligated to do what's best for the organization. I like you. I'm going to try to take care of you. But the organization is the #1 priority.
And the Lakers and Spurs have been the 2 top teams prior to the Warriors' emergence in the Western Conference for the better part of 2 decades. You could argue for the better part of 2.5 decades.
Well, at least with Paul George.
But certainly would have with Paul George. And there is another element to this that people need to understand. So I'm going to show you in a moment the trade I would propose. The other, because everyone's going to include Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's expiring deal in their trade proposals. You should not do that. And the Lakers don't want to do that. Not because they think KCP is a great player. They want to keep KCP on the books. So if they trade for Anthony Davis, they have the ability this summer to have another superstar.
You'll have that money.
To have $30 million in cap space to offer up to Anthony Davis's good friend Kyrie Irving, to offer up maybe to Kawhi Leonard if he didn't want to take the full boat max, to offer up, I know at some point we're going to talk about Klay Thompson. So this trade right here, this is the one Magic should offer, and I would imagine he already has. You get all 4 of our young guys, Lonzo, Ingram, Kuz, Zubac. You get Lance just to make the money work.
Right, just for the books.
It's the throw-in to make the money work, and 2 unprotected first-round picks. I'll give you the 19 and the 21, because those picks are going to be in the mid to late 20s as long as I have LeBron and Anthony Davis. The other thing that does, Anthony Davis is going to have to turn down, if we're going to get into the weeds, his 15% trade kicker. Let's assume he does. He makes $27 million. LeBron makes $37 million. You got a $5 million Luol Deng dead money on there, and then you got Josh Hart's money, a couple other players. You're at $72 million. That leaves you $31 million if you want to go big fish, or, big fish fishing, whatever the hunting analogy is.
Yes.
You can still go do it. If you do these other trades people are proposing where you include Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, then you are restricted this upcoming offseason into that second or third tier player. And if you don't think you can get Kyrie, Kimba's out there. There are other guys. So that trade right there is the one the Lakers, I believe, are going to offer. It doesn't mean New Orleans got to take it. New Orleans can still wait, but that's the best offer the Lakers can make.
And it doesn't seem like that offer would change too much between now and this summer.
No, that's everything they can offer. For the Lakers, that's everything they can offer.
You mentioned Klay Thompson. There is a report, CC, that Klay Thompson would be interested. He's a free agent after the season, would be interested in joining the Lakers if the Brow joined the Lakers as well. What do you think about that?
I mean, there would be so many other players. LeBron is attractive. Like, he's attractive in L.A., but L.A., man, the last 5 years, man, they got one of the worst basketball records in the NBA. So the history of the Lakers and the young players in the NBA, it's not the pull that the Lakers have on people that have been around and seen basketball over the last 20 years. So you need someone opposite of LeBron, and someone like the Brow is a generational talent, and he's young. Man, you could do this for a long
25.
time. Like, you can have nights off. You got the Brow. You can ride him. LeBron, I believe if he gets the Brow, not like any other player, it will extend LeBron's career. Because ultimately, I want LeBron to look like Magic Johnson and play a slower pace, a big point guard. And you would need someone like the Brow to be either have the post offense and the pick and roll. And I just believe, man, if they get the Brow, it's important. They trade everything because I believe it makes LeBron's longevity even longer.
And to that point, Klay, to bounce off what you're saying, Klay is the perfect complement to that, a guy who can knock down shots. Now, I want to be clear on this. This report had a caveat, which was if the Warriors do not offer Klay the full max, then he would be interested in going to the Lakers where his dad played and where there's some family legacy. The Warriors would be categorically insane to not offer Klay the full max. They're about to move into a new arena in San Francisco where they can print money. Like, if they screw this up and they're worried, those billionaire owners they've got, about to have a billionaire row of celebrity fans in Silicon Valley, if they are worried about the luxury tax and don't offer Klay the full amount, they're nuts. But for the Lakers, it doesn't end with Klay. Oddly enough, it's all these K free agents. Klay, Kyrie, Kimba, Kawhi, maybe Kevin and Kevin Durant. That's a weird coincidence. But they will be after Kyrie Irving. They will, if they miss on him, they will be after Kemba Walker and Kawhi Leonard, of course, as well. We know they are after. But they can do all of it if they trade for Anthony Davis and if they make the right trade for Anthony Davis. But Klay is, you see, we've talked about this. Klay, basketball-wise, is a perfect fit for LeBron.
Absolutely.
I don't know that there's a better...
Klay don't want to dribble, and LeBron will handle all that.
Yeah, absolutely right. Klay doesn't need the ball in his hands. He'll take 5 dribbles a game and score 30 points. I can't believe the Warriors would risk, when they know they could lose Kevin Durant, would risk alienating Klay Thompson. What, is saving the money for Draymond?
Right.
Steph's already got his contract, so I would be shocked if Klay actually comes available. If he does, yeah, he'll be the Lakers' target.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.